Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Make sure to smash that like button, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Well, what did I tell you? How fucking predictable was this? The setup is in place. PBC is trying to eliminate Tszyu with Tony Harrison in hopes to making Charlo Harrison 3, which is what they really want. They don't want to match their champion Charlo with a dangerous contender like Tszyu, who can really put an end to Charlo's reign, a very beatable, undisputed champion. Luckily for Tszyu and his team, they were smart enough to make sure that this fight takes place in Australia, so it's not a full-fledged setup by making Tszyu come to America to fight an American challenger in Tony Harrison. Harrison's coming off a good win. He's a very flawed fighter, but has good wins on his belt. He's been knocked out. He has stamina issues, but he's a solid boxer. And he's battle tested, so it's a good challenge for Tszyu as he prepares to stay active and get sharp before, hopefully, if he wins this fight, the rescheduled bout with Charlo occurs. Or who knows, since this fight's going to be for an interim WO title, maybe Charlo just vacates, maybe he moves up. There's really a lot of questions to be answered on the status of Charlo if he's going to actually go through with this defense, this mandatory defense, if Tszyu gets by Tony Harrison. It's a good fight, but I don't like the setup here. I know what PBC's trying to do. They don't want to match their champions with threats, so they're going to throw these type of contenders towards the threats to try to eliminate them so they can make the in-house fights that they want. I expect Tszyu to win this fight. He's undefeated. He's been steadily improving. He's a threat in the junior middleweight division. One of the stronger contenders out there, and it's just unfortunate, man. Even if that injury of Charlo is even legit, that he's had his title shot delayed, and now he has to fight a pretty challenging fight here against a former champion and a guy who's beaten Charlo before, a tall, rangy boxer who's definitely going to come to win. He's coming off good wins, and won't be an easy fight, but it's a good challenge. And considering it's in Australia, that makes it a little more. It makes it better for Tszyu. You know, that would have been very risky for Tszyu to come to America to fight Harrison. Only reason to take a risk like that is if you're fighting the undisputed champion, which unfortunately Charlo pulled out of the fight in one of these very, very questionable many pullouts that these PBC fighters do when they're faced with a dangerous challenge when it's not an in-house fight. It's a fighter that's not really involved with PBC, so Al Heyman can't control him and tell him to lay down for one of his champions. It's going to be a real fight. This will be a real fight. Harrison's not going to lay down. It's not like Tszyu's promoter can tell Harrison to lay down either. Harrison's going to come to win. He's going to try to get that third crack at Charlo, which is what the PBC wants. And let's see if Harrison can pull off the upset here. But it'll be a good fight. It'll be a, I expect a tough battle down in Australia. At least Tszyu stays active and he has some protection in place now that the fight is in Australia. It would have been very risky to go to America to fight Harrison. Very risky, especially on a PBC show where Al Heyman controls everything. So, not mad at the fight. I'm a little annoyed that, PBC is trying to set up Tszyu here. Man. And it's no guarantee that the Tszyu Charlo fight gets rescheduled, especially if Tszyu wins and destroys Harrison. Say he freaking knocks him out within 6. You really expect Charlo to go through with that defense? I don't. But we'll see what happens. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.